Tuesday, June 23rd. In a couple of weeks, the musical Hamilton's going to drop on Disney Plus, and I think I'm going to buy a subscription just so I can see the thing. I've I kind of have followed the story of it, and I'm interested in it. So it sort of showed up on my YouTube feed this morning. They're probably doing promotions about the whole thing on Disney Plus. I'm sure that's where I saw it first. The thing that struck me about watching it, I'm gonna need to actually download the libretto, the lyrics, and because I can't listen as fast as they can talk. But it's a really inspiring story. But watching the videos, the first video that I saw was Lin-Manuel Miranda with Alex Lacoste, something I can't remember his name. He's the musical director for the presentation, presenting at the White House. It was just the two of them, and there's all the White House folks, and this is the Obama White House, of course. And this was their first sort of trying out doing a historical musical with hip hop, with rap. And they were obviously really worried, but they were really into it. And watching the interplay between them, and then later seeing when the cast came to the White House and they're all up front, and then seeing the stage production and seeing, it's just like, it was this process of bringing together ideas and people and dance and producing this loop. Talked a little bit about loops last week. A loop is a phenomenon that arises within the midst of a complex adaptive system when the elements of the system are in interplay with each other for a common purpose. So a conversation is a loop. A choir singing a song is a loop. A university is a loop. It's not a physical object, but it is a kind of recurring pattern. And one of the things that will happen with a loop is that as various elements engage with the loop, it becomes stronger, deeper, more varied, more dynamic. So it grows even while it stays the same thing. And the degree to which it stays the same while it's actually changing is a quality of a loop called strangeness. Douglas Hofstadter wrote a book a few years back, a decade or so ago now, called I Am a Strange Loop. And this was continuing the ideas that he brought forth in the book, the prize-winning book he wrote somewhat 30, 40 years ago now, Gödel, Escher, Bach, where he talked about loops musically and mathematically and artistically. And the whole concept of a loop is something that we create by our engagement with each other. And so one of the things that I was really touched by when I was watching the cast of Hamilton on stage at the White House, and these various characters, not in costume, not with the lights, not doing the dance moves, just kind of just singing the music, saying the words, was the way that they were interacting with each other that created this quality, this dynamic. And that's something that we're really missing at this point, because you can't really do that by Zoom. So there's this loss of this dynamic, this interaction, which is a part of why I think people have been taken to the streets in protests, is because they just want to be with other people. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. It's about something that we genuinely care about. But we're missing each other, and we're missing the interaction, and we're missing the things that we create when we are in this context, this contact with each other, and we're creating something together. So I hope you find something that you can create together today. It could be something simple. I was just telling Joan about how wonderful her salads are. She's able to create. She just takes all of these different, whatever's in the refrigerator, and she puts it together, and we need a little sweet, and we need a little bitter, and we need a little umami, and we need it, and it becomes this beautiful salad. So create something beautiful with whatever you've got in your life today. All right, let's be safe out there.